Hello and good day. So I'm coming today with another story. So I had someone that reached out to me. It was a female. She needed some help. She was going through a lot. So she scheduled a spiritual consultant session. So people always ask me what consists of this spiritual consulting. So this is when I speak with you over Zoom and I'm able to look to see if you have any demonic spirits attached to you, if you have any blockages. And also, if I see this, I'm able to give you the names of these demons or these spirits, and I'm also able to tell you the exact way they entered you, the exact way that they attached to you. And after I give you that information, then I'm able to explain how I can remove that. So Yeshua works through me to pull these demons off of you. So I would explain the way that I go about doing that. Now, after speaking with her, her issue started from being involved with Santeria. So if you don't know what Santeria is, this is another religion. Most of the times when I'm up here speaking, you've probably heard me speak of Santeria before, hoodoo, voodoo. Those are some of the main ones that you hear me speak about. So these are all religious, but in fact, all of the religions are twisted, and all of the religions is some form of witchcraft that's twisted in or tied into it, and people don't know. For some reason, people think Christianity is at the top of the list and there's no witchcraft, and this is witchcraft in that as well. I've spoken about that as well too. The only difference with that is it's more of the rituals that the people are performing through the Christianity. You know, we're taking the communion and different, different things that I've spoken about. So none of them are right. All right. So let me just point that out. None of them are right, and with all of them, there is some form or tie of witchcraft that is tied into it. All right. So let's jump back to Santeria, but I wanted to let you know that. Now, so someone introduced her to Santeria, and she started to work with the Orishas. So you may hear someone or some people refer to them as Orishas. Other people refer to them as African gods or African goddesses. So maybe even ancestors. You hear some people. So either way, I'll just be referring to them as Orishas or African gods, African goddesses. So we're talking about Orisha. So she's an African goddess. So that's what she started working with. Now, Oshun is a very popular one. A lot of females work with Oshun. I believe her color, I want to say it's either like yellow or gold. Beyonce, she's a heavy follower of Oshun. Now, what people do, they work with these Orishas, and there are many, many more Orishas, but people work with these Orishas to get help with things that they want. So what they will do is, if it's something that they're trying to get, let's just say if they're trying to get money, then they will make an offering to the Orisha, and in return, this Orisha is supposed to give you what you want. So in this young lady's case, it was the same thing. So she started working with a lot of people. She felt as if she started getting real good with this. She was working with Oshun a lot. She was asking for things. Everything she was asking for, she was telling me. She was getting it. She said the money was just coming so easy, and she told me even to the point she started to feel kind of like invincible, and she started to look at it as like almost like a bank or whatever she needed, whatever type of favor she needed. So she pushed the Most High God, she pushed Yeshua to the side, and she just focused strictly on these Orishas, which I see most people do. All right. Now, remember, you're never supposed to work with Orishas at all, but I'll continue to move along with the story. Now, each Orisha has like a different number that they're attached to. So with Oshun, one of her numbers is the number 5. So she's attached to number 5. That's like a sacred number for Oshun. Now, the 5 represents the 5 fingers of the hand. So what people would do, they would incorporate the number 5 into different like rituals and ceremonies. So let's just say some people may say, okay, I'm gonna take a bath, a Oshun bath or something. I'm gonna take it for 5 days. you know, and they may take different things that are sweet, honey, cinnamon, things like that, or they may say, I want to make an offering to her. I'm going to give her 5 oranges. So that sort of thing. So everything will be connected to that number 5 because, of course, this is supposed to be connected to Oshun. So again, she was doing this and, you know, she was getting money and things seemed to be working and going pretty smoothly. So she felt very confident in it. And again, she pushed the Most High God to the side. She pushed Yeshua to the side. So she said her money started to get low. So she started making it or giving another offering to Oshun. And she said, this time I want big money. Like I want like thousands of thousands, like over 20,000. So this is what she asked for. A few days later after that, her house burned down. So, and they really couldn't even find the reason why this happened, but the house burned down to the ground. So I'm gonna have some pictures up here of her house, and I'm gonna have another picture up here as well that you can see. So the house burnt down to the ground. Now she ended up getting a check for $40,000 for the home. All right. She told me when she started, well, not the entire house, but it was a large portion of the house that burned down. So she started, you know, getting contractors to come over there to fix the house. They was having issues after issues. So long story short, it ate through the 40,000. She had to come up with so much more money out of her pocket, and it just left her flat broke with no money at all. Everything just started to go wrong. Something else that she said when she walked to the home, it was a large portion of the home that was burnt down. She saw a $5 bill that was on the ground. I'm gonna have a picture of that because she picked it off the ground and she took a picture of it. So a $5 bill. So a large portion of the home burns down, but yet it's a $5 bill. So this $5 bill was left. So Oshun by Oshun, basically letting her know that she was responsible for this. It's a $5 bill. I have that picture up here as well. So this Orisha stuff, this is something that you don't want to play with. Now, ever since she's done it, everything's just been everything's been going crazy. She's losing everything. Her cars are breaking down. She had 2 or 3 cars. They started off breaking down. Now it's to the point she had to turn the cars in. She had to sell them. She had to sell everything. She has so much that has so many different things that are attached to her because she was doing different rituals, getting cleansed with roosters. She has so many demonic spirits that are attached to her. So her case now is like a possession case. So spirits are talking to her. She's being raped constantly. Relationships are being destroyed. She's having different issues with her body. She now has a spiritual spouse that's having sex with her. She's noticing that she has odors coming from her vagina. It's constantly itching. She's telling me that the little money that she's trying to save up is constantly, things are coming up. She said there's been a few times that the money had just disappeared from out of the bank, and the bank can't even figure out what was happening. Insurance policies being canceled. I mean, it's like everything is just falling down all around her, and she doesn't know. So I had to explain to her what happens is when you start working with these orishas and when you're working with these demons, these negative spirits trying to get money and other things, just remember, it is a consequence that comes with that. So things may appear to be smooth for a minute, but it will catch up with you, and that's exactly what's happening with her. So everything has tumbled down all around. She doesn't know what to do. Her case is so bad, a lot of people that are trying to work with her, they really can't do much with her because she's been in this for so long. So yeah, I'm helping her, and Yeshua will free her. But again, stay away from these orishas. Stay away from working with these deities. You cannot make these offerings to these other gods. This is witchcraft. This is demonic. And again, every time you do this, you are building what we call negative karma. And you're just making your situation worse and worse. I don't care how much money you're getting, or if you feel like you're asking for something and it constantly keeps happening, it is something that comes in return. I tell people these orishas they work for good and bad. Some people work with orishas with spells and curses and witchcraft, so they work for both sides. Leave them alone. Leave the